I said I was going to wait 3 months, but after 2 months, I really think I've made up my mind about this Trayvax wallet. Before we get into this, make sure that you subscribe, you hit that like button, share with your friends. I got some links down below. Use those before you do your shopping because that's what supports the channel and keeps the content coming. So for those of you that don't know, Trayvax is located in Bellingham, Washington. They're a quick 30-minute drive north of me, although we are pretty much neighbors. No, they aren't paying me for this review. They aren't sponsoring the video, and they definitely aren't sending me any free shit. I'm doing this review because I believe in supporting local businesses. I believe in supporting local businesses that make a quality product that's worth every penny that they ask for it. I especially believe in supporting local businesses that use high quality materials sourced in the US. Now, my whole life I've always used a leather trifold wallet. That's always been my go-to. If you follow my Instagram, you can see how beat up my old wallet was when I decided to make the change over to the Trayvax. I've always loved the trifold. The design, there's a lot of room in it, and I don't know, it just feels comfortable in my pocket. Going from my old man wallet to a minimalist type wallet was a little nerve-wracking, I'll be honest here. I was a little concerned about not having the same capacity in a minimalist wallet as I would in my old beat down leather trifold that I carried the last 10 years. So of course I had to make some hard choices when the Trayvax came in. I had to go through and decide, what to keep and put in the new wallet and what really didn't need to be there. In the process, I realized exactly how much of a garbage collector my old wallet was. I'm talking receipts from a Costco trip from last year, a punch card for a coffee stand that's been out of business for like 2 years. What am I carrying this stuff around for in the first place? I should have gotten some pictures of the pile of trash that was left over after clearing out the old trifold, because it was actually pretty amazing how much stuff was in there that was just garbage. I narrowed it down to a small handful of cards that are an absolute must-have to carry in my wallet. Everything else just kind of got thrown away or put away in the safe. Basically got a new home. All right, I don't know about you, but I'm really liking the way that the Ascent looks. Now that it's kind of beat up and wore in a little bit, it's got a nice look to it. On this side, it's got this little pull tab. Using that allows you to access quickly things like your driver's license or coffee card, and then it can easily be pushed back into place. On this side, you've got this window cut out, which lets you go ahead and slide out your debit card, credit card, whatever it is that you use the most, to go ahead and slide back in when you're done. I found that this side will allow me to stick 4, maybe 5 cards in there. When I got this thing, I soaked it in a bowl of warm water, left it there for about 10 minutes just to soften up the leather, patted it dry, and then I loaded it with all of the cards that I decided I was going to carry. After loading the cards in it, I went ahead and placed the sucker on a heater vent overnight with the heat in the house on high. Doing it this way went ahead and helped speed up the break-in process. So the leather goes ahead, stretches out a little bit when it's moist, stick it on the heater vent. As it dries overnight, it kind of form fits to all of the cards that you've selected. While the wallet was wet, I went ahead and loaded an extra card on this side. That extra card gave me the ability to, hold on, you guys don't need to see all that. That extra card gave me the ability, once it dried, to get a couple of my business cards in there. One credit card is approximately the equivalent to anywhere between 2 and 3 business cards. So by putting that one credit card in and then letting it dry, taking the credit card out, I had room for, I think I have 3 business cards in there now. So Trayvax went ahead and put this slot on the back. It is supposed to be for folding up and putting cash in there. I find it's a little hard to get things in and out of there. So what I did was I just took my insurance information and folded that up, slid it in that slot. Since I drive like an old man and I never get pulled over. It's not like I'm ever really going to need to access this very often, so it's no big deal. All right, I highly doubt that the camera is going to pick up the quality in the stitching and this leather. It's something that you genuinely have to see firsthand to really get and understand completely. These things are hand stitched. That takes a lot of time. This is thick leather. It's not a thin layer of leather that is glued over fabric and then, sold to you for $80. It's top quality stuff, and it's going to last. Now, I find this loop down here for the lanyard to be pretty much useless. Sorry, Trayvax, but it's pretty small. It's hard to get anything in there to really get a lanyard on there. So I just carry it as is. Video footage isn't going to do this wallet any justice. Realistically, the quality that goes into these wallets can only be appreciated firsthand. Now, the wallet itself feels somewhat heavy. It makes sense because the internal frame is made out of metal, of course. It's not like obnoxious heavy, but when it's in your pocket, you definitely know that it's there, which is nice. I don't ever feel like, where in the hell is my wallet? I know that it's there because of the weight behind it. So my day job is in a body shop, and I am hard as hell on everything that comes with me to work, and I have done a really good job of abusing the heck out of this wallet over the last couple of months. I've been on ladders, working at the top level of motorhomes, reached in my pocket to grab my box cutter, pulled out the wallet and dropped it down to the cement floor multiple times. I can't tell you how many times this wallet has gotten body filler on it. Let's see, paint remover. Really, I've tried really hard to destroy this wallet, and much to my surprise, I haven't been able to. I wholeheartedly expected the stitching to go ahead and break free just within the first 2 to 3 weeks of carrying it to work, but stitching's still in great shape. It looks just like the day that it came in. This thing is rock solid, and I don't really foresee myself needing to replace it anytime soon. One thing that did worry me about this thing when I ordered it was that there's no safety feature up over the top to prevent your cards from coming out. At first I thought, well, it'd be pretty nice if they put a strap up over the top and a button of some sort. But really, after carrying this for the last couple of months, I'm pretty confident that I'm not going to lose any of my cards. They're in there pretty tight. Of course, it's made of leather, so the longer that you carry it, the more that leather is going to contour around the cards that you have in it, and the tighter and more secure that the hold is going to be. So these wallets retail at about $60, and the question of the day, of course, is going to be, is this worth $60 of my hard-earned money? I'm going to go on record as saying yes. They're really solid built wallets. They're made in the US of the best materials possible. So yeah, I'd spend $60 on this all day long. I mean, a good quality wallet can cost you anywhere between $70 and $100, depending on what brand it is. So for what I'm getting with the Trayvax, I am more than happy to spend $60 on it. So that's it for today. I am going to continue thrashing on this wallet, and maybe we'll come back in the fall, kind of revisit this thing and see if maybe I can destroy it through the summer months. But I'm going to be honest here, I don't think that that's going to happen, the destroying it part. But I'll check back in a few months and let you guys know how this is going, maybe at the 6 or 8 month mark, depending on what I have scheduled for YouTube videos.